kind of like Thailand better, but it's been a while since I've been over there.
How about accommodation? You think it's more affordable there as well? Or?
In Vietnam it's very cheap.
I honestly prefer Vietnam.
Thailand has become a lot more expensive lately.
We got to the beach and I remember it was like the most buttery soft sand.
Recently, I've been to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. Now I am in Bangkok, Thailand. And in this video, I'm gonna approach tourists to find out which country their favorite is. This is Vietnam versus Thailand.
I've been Vietnam 3 times. I've been here probably 3 times as well.
Which country did you go first?
Came here first. I like it, but Bangkok's a bit busy for me. As we get older, as we're older, it's a bit hot. Vietnam's very good, great food, really friendly people, really happy to be there, you know.
If you can compare these two countries, let's say, what is the biggest difference between them?
We go for the food and the bars and the live music.
Okay.
Vietnam's a little bit cheaper, a lot cheaper now.
Yeah.
I've noticed Thailand has become a lot more expensive lately, and Vietnam's the go-to country at the moment, I think, for everybody.
But I think that's for Thailand as well, or it used to be anyway.
Yeah, it used to be Thailand, always Thailand, you know. But Bali's being Australian, Bali's close.
Yeah.
And Bali's a lot smaller, a lot tighter. Same thing again, it's becoming more expensive too now.
How about the people over here? Like, are they similar or?
Friendly, but it's getting harder. I don't know. I don't want to say anything, you know, but...
Okay, no, you don't have to say anything negative, you know?
Yeah. But it's getting harder over here, you know, because everyone's trying to make a living. Everyone says Thailand's the place of a million smiles, but Vietnam is so friendly.
Yeah.
They can't do enough for you. They're so friendly. Not saying the Thai people don't, they do. But I've just come back from Siem Reap, and that was just, that was amazing. That was amazing too.
Yeah.
Cambodia, they were even, you know, that. So.
There you go. Yeah.
But I'm real partial. Anywhere in Asia, I don't care.
So if you have to choose, like, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Okay. I think Thailand has got more to offer as opposed to Vietnam, but Vietnam still has got a lot to offer too. Like, I've only touched surface, you know.
Okay,
I've been there 3 times, and I love going back there. I'm going back at Christmas, but
what's your favorite place in Vietnam?
well, I've only been to Ho Chi Minh, Halong Bay, Hanoi. Hanoi was very nice. You know, but everyone I spoke to, you've got to get out. Sapa is supposed to be very good as well. Halong Bay is a bit overrated, you know, but you've got to go there once it's your first time you have to go there. The food's amazing, but people in the street can't do enough for you. You know, I'd walk down the street and people will just grab me and chuck me on a motorbike and take me somewhere for food, you know, so, you know, they're very happy people.
Nice. And how about here in Thailand? What's your favorite place so far?
So far, I'm off to Koh Samui. I love Koh Samui. Koh Samui is smaller, a bit quieter, better for an older generation, but still, anywhere you go for young guys too, it's still fantastic.
Good on you, mate. Thank you so much for appreciate it. Or do you have a message to the world or some wisdom to pass on?
Just travel. Just travel. I just work to travel. I just live to travel. You know, there's no point. Don't hold on, especially while you're younger.
I came into Hanoi. I've been here for a month and worked my way down the coast.
Oh, nice. All right. Is that the first time you're doing that, or?
First time I've been up there. Second time been in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah, gotcha.
Thailand, I've been in and out of there probably half a dozen times. I used to live in Malaysia, so travel a lot up there.
How do you like it here compared to Thailand?
I kind of like Thailand better, but it's been a while since I've been over there. The coffee in Da Nang is the best in the country. Coffee shops every corner and all that kind of stuff. But I noticed as you get farther down south, the prices go up in restaurants and stuff. So generally cheaper in Da Nang and north. So I got sick a week or so ago, and that kind of knocked me down for a week. I had bronchitis, and then I got pink eye. So.
Oh wow! No, you look better now. I think.
I feel better. Yeah.
Okay.
Had great travel insurance. So.
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
Don't leave home without travel insurance.
Yeah, good one. What's the best thing about Thailand, you would say?
The last time I was there, it's been about 8 years, so I don't know what's going on now. But I really like the West Coast. I stay away from Phuket. I don't go around there anymore. 20 years ago, but now no, it's just a waste. The beaches over there, I think. Kind of get away from things. But like I said, it's been 8 years, so I don't know what it's like now.
What's the best thing about Vietnam then?
It's fairly easy to get around between the buses and the train. I've ridden the night train. That's a good experience. And the flights are relatively cheap. They've got a night train that runs all the way up to Hanoi. I've done half the trip. It's probably over 24 hours. I'm getting older, and so the heat's starting to bother me a bit. Yeah, and 33. I will say along the coast in the Trang in the evenings about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, they've got a nice cool breeze coming in there, and it is perfect.
Nice.
Nice, yeah.
But
no, it's nice. I'd come back here again.
I've actually been travelling for 6 months now, so this is like my 4th time in Thailand. So I'm actually leaving in a couple of hours.
No, where are you going?
Back. Well, I'm going to Greece and then back to the UK, unfortunately.
No.
So it's okay. It's British summertime.
Have you been to Vietnam as well?
Yes. So I've been to Vietnam twice actually. So I originally went for a month and then I went back for another 2 weeks because I liked it so much.
Let's dive straight into it. Vietnam versus Thailand. Which one do you prefer, and why is one better than the other?
I honestly prefer Vietnam. That's
Okay.
like my favourite country in the world. I think the cuisine there is absolutely amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love the food here, but the food there is absolutely immense. And I feel like there's so many different things for you to do there. Every town I've been to was so wildly different to one another. Say, for example, Ho Chi Minh, very busy, a lot going on, bikes everywhere, but very chaotic in a good way. And then heading to Dalat after that. Very random, like Mario Kart racing, crazy house, maze bar. I feel like every single place I went to had such a massively different vibe, but I felt so welcome there as well, which I absolutely loved. And don't get me wrong, you do here as well, but I feel like Vietnam really just like stole my heart in a way.
So if you go and have a look at Thailand, which place is your favorite place in Thailand then?
I'd probably say Krabi. I've been to Krabi a few times as well. I really enjoy it. Again, I feel like there's lots of things for you to do there. The locals are really lovely. Again, the food and beaches. I feel like there's a nice like variety of things to do. However, Chiang Mai I think was like probably the next favourite place of mine. I really loved it. Again, I felt there was a lot to do. Very easy to get around. Food-wise, there was so many markets, and I felt like there was just so much to choose from. My travel's very much food-based.
How about Vietnam? Do you have a favorite place there?
I'd probably say Ho Chi Minh. I know there's like really mixed things about it, but I loved it. I could see myself living there. I think that's probably why it's my favourite place.
Yeah, but why can you see yourself living there? Because a lot of people, they have mixed feelings about Ho Chi Minh, and I love it as well. But you kind of have to escape from the main, let's say, tourist area. But why do you like it so much?
Every day I felt like I was doing something completely different, whether I'd wake up and be like, do I fancy having a bit of a cultural day? Do I fancy kind of having a chill? Like, what do I really want to do? And I think there was just something for everyone there, really. I loved it.
It's a good place to have holiday. Also,
I reckon so, and I think you can really like get involved in the culture there with the War Museum. You can really get in touch with the country as well, so you kind of have a little bit of a balance whether you want to be relaxing holiday or if you actually want to learn more. I think it's the best place for it.
So I am a big fan. Like, I think Thailand is, well, at least one of my favorite, but it's high up there. Vietnam as well. But what can Thailand do to be better than Vietnam, let's say, in your eyes?
See, I don't know. I think that Vietnam's still not massively touristy yet. Don't get me wrong, I know it's kind of creeping up there, and I think it's still got that very like cultural elements to it, whereas I feel like Thailand, some places are becoming just very, very touristy. Typically like a lot of Brits just running around. Sort of changed it a little bit. So I don't know, to be honest. Like, I do love the countries very much, but I think Vietnam just kind of steals it for me a little bit.
After 4 years of traveling and living abroad, a basic travel insurance wasn't enough anymore. I needed healthcare checkups, not just the regular travel insurance. With Nomad Insurance Complete from Safety Wing, I can choose any doctor, skip public waiting lists, get mental health sessions, cancer screenings, vaccines and evacuation coverage all in one plan. It even covers lost luggage, trip delays and a ticket home in case of emergencies. It's a real peace of mind for families, digital nomads and remote workers. If you are living abroad or a long-term traveler, check out the Nomad Insurance Complete. You can use my links below, that will help the channel and your next adventure.
Day 4, first time in Vietnam, first time in Southeast Asia or Asia in total, to be fair. We came via Bali, but before that we were in Malaysia and Thailand. How long were we in Thailand?
7 weeks, 8 weeks.
Can you tell me a little bit about your experience here now?
People are so friendly, food's amazing. It's quite overwhelming coming somewhere like Ho Chi Minh, like crossing the road is quite intense. But like, it's incredible, so much history.
What's the best thing that happened to you in Thailand?
We went. That was good. The first day for me, sort of landing from Heathrow in Thailand and sort of being there and the sort of feeling, I don't think I can ever sort of reproduce that, because we've been talking about this experience for a long time, but eventually we actually did it. So for me, that first day and sort of not having much to do, but having a lot to sort of see, that was my favorite day.
We went to Koh Lipe, and obviously it's a really small island, you can walk around really quickly, but at one point we got to the beach and I remember it was like the most buttery soft sand and the water was like crystal clear, and I was like, this is the nicest beach I've ever been in my entire life, and it was just stunning, and I was just very like struck by how beautiful it was.
You have not been to any Vietnamese beaches then, have you?
Not yet.
Not yet. You've only seen Ho Chi Minh City, right? So if you can compare Bangkok with Ho Chi Minh City, what is the biggest difference, you would say?
My initial experience of Vietnam, which is very different to my experience of Thailand, is that we have sort of been spawned into people's lives here, and things are happening around us that aren't about us, and we sort of have to figure out a way of conforming and sort of living amongst them. Whereas a lot of the places we've been, they've felt like tourist islands where everyone's looking at us for things to do, whereas here it feels like people are doing the things they're going to do anyway, whether we're here or not, and we have to figure out a way of living amongst them. So to your point about there being history, there is a lot of history, but there is a lot of present as well, because people are living now, and you sort of have to keep up with it, catch up with it, learn about it, conform to it, and I love that. I sort of really want to get involved, rather than sort of being on an island where it's all about tourism and not much to learn, just sort of beaches to see, I guess. I hope I explained that well, but that's the biggest difference to me. I feel like I have a bit more space here. The roads are chaotic, but they're wider.
There is like a different feel to it.
There are Vietnamese people here, and I mean that sounds obvious, but it's a big difference.
So it's a cheeky question, maybe not really fair of me to say, but do you think the Vietnamese are maybe even nicer than the Thais?
Well, yeah, I was trying to be PC, right? Like, they're more my people, I guess. Yes. Look, I love the Thais too. I hope this doesn't come across.
Yeah, they're all very friendly.
They're all very, very friendly.
I have been here 4 days.
Only in Bangkok?
No, Koh Tao.
How was that?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah, beautiful people.
What's the best thing that happened to you there?
The party in the night.
Have you been to Vietnam?
Yep.
Where did you go in Vietnam and how was it?
I started in Ho Chi Minh and I finished in Hai An Loop 1 week ago.
How long did you take for this?
11 days.
Are you leaving Thailand?
Yeah, I go to Bali.
Obviously you've been here only for a short period and you've been a little bit longer in Vietnam. But if I ask you now, which one is better for you, Vietnam or Thailand?
Thailand, Koh Tao, but too expensive. Thailand is too expensive.
You think it's more affordable in Vietnam?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the nails in Vietnam for me 10 euros.
Okay.
And here 25. And the food is the same. In Vietnam you can eat like for 3 euros, 2 euros. Here 10, 15, 20
Yeah, per meal.
per meal.
Yeah. How about accommodation? You think it's more affordable there as well? Or?
In Vietnam it's very cheap.
You actually travel alone, right? So how is that traveling as a single lady?
Good, very nice.
Safe and
Yeah.
you staying in hostels or you staying like in
Hotel. I want my privacy.
Yeah, fair enough. Is it easy to mingle or you think like
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, too many people travel alone. Yeah.
So where do you meet people then? Just like in restaurants?
In the bus, in the beach.
It's my second time in Vietnam and I'm now here for, I guess, 2 weeks roundabout. Last year I was in October for 3 weeks in Thailand, but that was my 11th time, so...
Oh, so you spend a lot of time in Thailand already?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, and here quite a bit as well to get a good feel of the city. Have you traveled in Vietnam a little bit or only?
Yeah, Ho Chi Minh for a stopover, then Hue, Hoi An, yes, back to Ho Chi Minh to do some shopping, then going home. And before, I guess 6 years ago, I was in Hanoi, Halong Bay, Phu Quoc. The Thais are a little bit more upper class.
Okay.
So they don't enjoy the street food as the Vietnamese. They're going to malls, they're going to the restaurants. The Vietnamese people are still eating on the street and so on. They got also their little shops, less supermarkets if you compare to Thailand. In Thailand you got every 5 meters a 7-Eleven, a K-Circle, a Family Mart.
Yeah.
Most of the things you're buying here, you're buying at the local booths. That's a big difference.
Do you like it here better than in Thailand or the other way around?
You can't compare it because in Thailand you got so much places meanwhile where you get normal tourists, let's say Phuket. Phuket, don't spend any time anymore there. Okay. Because it's full of, let's say, unpleasant tourists.
I like Phuket still. I can see what you mean, especially if you go to Bangla Road, etc.
No, I wasn't at Patong. I never visited this year. I only were at Karon Beach, Kata Beach, and this were formerly the family beaches, the family areas, but now it's looking like Patong 10 years ago. It's too crowded and it's not that Thailand feeling anymore that you're getting at Koh Chang or Koh Tao or Koh Phangan.
Is that the alternative, you think? Like it's better?
For sure, yeah. If you're going to Thailand, just spend time at places where you don't come with an airplane directly to the beach. You still got really, really cool places, but the main places like Phuket, Krabi, let it be.
And how about here in Vietnam? What's your favorite place here?
You got Hue, for example. You got many things about history, like the citadels and so on. what the French and the Americans have done 50 or 100 years ago. It's kind of hard to make a comparison, but I like Vietnam as good as Thailand as long as you stay away from the usual places Thailand.
Yeah. Have you been to any places that you like, oh, I should avoid these places, or is it just like all nice here?
Hoi An is a little bit crowded. It's, yeah, especially the old town. If you're getting a little bit wrong, it's okay.
I don't say the whole country is better than the other, but I can imagine that there are things in Thailand that you prefer compared to Vietnam. Are there any things better than?
It's easier to get along with the locals in English, but the Vietnamese people are more friendly.
You reckon? Yeah.
Currently.
Okay.
For example, if you're going to Phuket and you're entering a 7-Eleven and the guys don't look up and don't say hello anymore. You see, you're getting them, the cashier, he doesn't look up. And if you're waiting, giving him a smile and he recognizes that you're not from a certain country, then you're getting back to their old state.
I love Thailand also very much. I think it depends also where you are. And so
Yeah,
you
for
mentioned
sure,
Phuket.
For sure. I mean, if you compare Bangkok to Saigon, there's not much difference.
Which one is better, you think? Ho Chi Minh City or Bangkok? For you?
I've got much more experience with Bangkok than in Saigon.
You like it, both cities, really?
Yeah, for sure. I think UAE is worth a visit.
Okay.
The Halong Bay was worth a visit. It's so crowded. I don't think that you get still the feeling anymore you had 10 years ago.
How about in Thailand? Which place should people visit?
Oh, Koh Lanta, Koh Chang, Hua Hin, Koh Tao, Koh Phangan, Chiang Mai. I would say one of the beautiful places is still Koh Phangan. For sure you get in the south, you get your full moon parties and so on, but on the other sides of the island, it's still calm and you still get the postcard feeling.
Yeah.
Not like PP Island. I mean, have you been to PP Island?
I've been also when it was really crowded, so
Yeah,
I still liked it, but it's...
Did you like? I don't like it because it's if you're seeing the pictures on the postcard, or I have to go there. And then you're arriving and then you're thinking, hey guys, this is not Mallorca.
This was Vietnam versus Thailand. Please keep the conversation going in the comment section. Thank you all for watching till the very end. I'd like to say from the capital city of Thailand in Bangkok, bye for now and stay champ.